there was a sense of vulnerability, but also a sense where everything that could be done had been done. I guess it's a little bit pertinent that in the 707 going over to Vietnam with me was another Navy pilot who was on his way to the joint Australian Navy US Army operation. His name was Vic Batiste, and Vic was on his way to be the replacement pilot for a fellow who'd been killed just a few weeks before. A bullet went through his helmet, and a lovely man, Pat Vickers, was the first Navy casualty. And so I was acutely aware, probably more than the other Air Force on 9 Squadron, that things happen. We did have an armoured seat, and before we took off, the crewman would slide a protective armour forward on the outside of the aircraft. So basically we were sitting in a seat of armour, up fairly high in the back. We had a helmet on, which didn't necessarily stop a bullet. And we had this side thing, depending on which side of the aircraft, this side protecting you. And also, we, and the Americans did it too, we had a pistol. The pilots always had a pistol, and you'd slide the pistol around in between your legs to give you a bit of protection in important parts there. So, but you were aware that there was a chance. We were in operations, and that's what happens when you're in operations. One of the senior Air Force people when I arrived at 9 Squadron was a chap called Jim Cox, whose boot is in the War Memorial in Canberra. Jim had a bullet go through his boot. And these things happened. Fortunately, during my time in 9 Squadron, there were no fatalities. By the time 9 Squadron came home, there had been a few. But we were just aware that we were going to operations, and operations is operations. Things happen.
Yeah. Were you shot at when doing these?
Yeah. On quite a number of occasions we were shot at, and on quite a number of occasions we had bullet holes in the aircraft when we got back to Vung Tau. But the Iroquois was most successful aircraft because of its ability to keep going, having been damaged. Engines running with little or no oil left in them because of bullets. Fuel tanks that were pouring fuel out, even though they're meant to be self-sealing. They were self-seal for small holes, but things happened, and that's the way it was.